Right, okay, here we go. So, well, some say I should do this for a living, but we'll see at the end of it. Okay, so obviously we've seen there is a lovely video of this that a very nice gentleman gave to me called Sam. And Sam's interested in this, and we might very well do a deal yet, but this will be for Sam and for others. So this is, he gave me, I'll do a link in it, but the car at that point was obviously at its very best. Whereas at the moment, it's fair to say, it's not at its very best. There goes my wife. She was trying to hide from the camera. There she goes. Anyway, this is us, Curbside Motors. We sell all sorts here. Yes, reindeer, you can see reindeer, you're not seeing things. And yes, there is a dinosaur about to eat my Triumph TR6, and there's a pony, and then there's some electric bikes and all sorts of weird and wonderful stuff. We've even got a road sweeper and a bloody sky thing to send you up and down in. Anyway, back to the car. So okay, let's do an external look at it first of all. So this sort of stuff, obviously, you know, it's tatty, cleaning up. You can see oily hands of mechanics who have pushed it backwards. I will explain why later. We've got the, oh, what's that? It's got to be for Vauxhall Corsa. No, yeah, Corsa, yeah, it's got to be a Corsa one, that. So what we got on the front, discs and pads, and very nice caliper. There we go. Not that it is much use, really, to be honest with you. You don't want to use the brake on this. So we've got a little bit of damage here, and then we've got the usual paint, well, covering flake from the mold. So good. Okay, so let's start up. One thing I was petrified about this was that mechanically it was going to be a bag of shit, but I'm surprised and pleased to say it isn't. It's actually very good. It is stone cold sober, so it's freezing cold. We have our display neutral, oil and speedometer. You don't get much opportunity to look at those really, but we've got our push button start. There she goes. So since doing our bits and bobs, that's always how it started. Now we need to find a bloody bonnet catch, because it hasn't got one. It really does need something working out. So I can't sell you my broom. Let me go and find my broom while that's ticking over. Da, da, da. What's underneath there, you say? A beautiful, beautiful Morris Minor Traveller that's yet to be rebuilt. Where's my favourite broom? Where's my little broom gone? My normal brush broom gone? Hey?
It's soaking outside.
Was it? I'd used it for, yeah. Where is it? We need it. Ah, here she is. I've had this broom for about 20 years. You know what I'm going to say. I've only had 8 brushes and 12 handles. God love him. Funny man. Right, here we go. Hang on a minute while I do this. So, I have to set this broom. So, set the broom up. Okay, so, engine, 1200 Kawasaki. I'm going to give it a bit of a rev. I don't know whether you'll hear it. That's the choke. Excuse me a minute. So, you'll probably note there's no nasty smoke or knocks and bangs and things like that. It's so naughty, this car is ridiculous. What's up, love? Oh no, not unless you want to die. I don't feel too well, do I? No, thank you, you're all right. So, fan, that's what I'm trying to be doing. Put the fan on. So it's got its own water pump, electronic as well. What we got here, all very exciting things that a lot of you will know instantly by looking at it. So I'm hoping that I don't have to answer too many questions because I'm not feeling too well. I've been to London and caught some bloody horrible bug. So you've heard it running. Let's switch her off now. So we've heard it running. We'll just go over a few visual things for you. Right, so when we got it, it's got this crazy setup for reversing it, because obviously the motorbike engine in that and gearbox doesn't come with reverse. So this handle down here, if you can see that, which you think would be the handbrake, which actually in actual fact that's the handbrake down there, that engages, and it's like a starter motor, basically is a starter motor, and puts in reverse, but the bracket holding it has broken from its weld. I will try and do that. I can't make any promises because I am mentally busy and incredibly overstretched, but it's not a difficult fix, so we should be able to just get in and do that for the new owner, so that at least they'll be able to go backwards, because when you take it out you have to push it in. So fuel tank, water, engine, drivetrain, suspension, which obviously adjustable. We've got our brake calipers and exhaust system, etc. And then we've got obviously our oil cooler system going that way. So we go to the front end. And we look to see, there's no bloody thing on this one either. I have to balance that. So we've got our little radiator and our braking and clutch system, which you can see there, and obviously our steering, etc. So all looking pretty good. Our chassis number, oh shit, my finger's in the bloody way, sorry guys and girls, yeah. So pretty good, pretty nice. Really depends, I suppose, on how far you want to go with it. You know, speaking with Sam, he would strip it all back down and do the whole thing and make it look like the dog's potatoes. And if you do that, I still think there's lots and lots of safety in terms of putting hours and money into it, because it's at its current value of what we valued at, there's lots more movement in it. Or you could just get it mechanically freed off and simple and set up, is what I'd rather say. Set up to you, clean it a little bit and use it. It's entirely up to you, really. You don't have to go through the whole thing of stripping it all down and making every single component shine like it's just come out of the factory. Some guys and girls want to do that, and that's perfectly understandable and perfectly reasonable, but it's not absolutely crucially necessary. So we haven't got any oil leaks, and this would be the big telltale, because if the engine was leaking oil, you know, it would be pissing out all over the floor. So there's nothing there. It's all pretty good. So yeah, it's a nice job. It's a really nice job. The only problem is with it is it literally wants to kill you. I'm not kidding you. It does want you to die. I thought that bloody thing was a bit twitchy, and you know, this is super stupid. I thought those things were death traps. Well, they are, let's be honest. But this is ridiculous. That's the only word. In fact, we just call it Christine here. If anybody knows what that means, you know. Right, so I think I've covered everything, but I'm probably missing something, and you will let me know. You don't get my broom. It's very, very important to me. So, but there are other things here. If you fancy a mini pickup, that's there. Or even a Triumph TR6, that's there. Or an electric scooter. There you go. Or if you want something boring, here's a nice Vauxhall Corsa. Can't have the Cougar, that's sold, but there's many other things. But there you go. Or road sweeper. Personally, if you've got it in the bank and you've got a bit of time, buy it, because they don't come available like this very often, I'm told, and it's a bit of a machine. So there we go. I hope that's helped people.